Yeah, I use a dub. I'ma win. I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Return.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
59 mark, check, 59.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, 66. Hey, check it. Back. Watch the eye. Check 3. Help him.
Shotgun now for Brady. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 10, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Julio Jones. 81 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout.
Hey, goal 66. Easy.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Sugar.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Alert!
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Brady on third down. This is caught by Jackson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Again, it's Brady. And he completes it to Hunt. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
The 6-yard line.
Check. Block 54. That's the pass. Big Slow. Regular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
That ties the game at 7. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Kaepernick. Rolling to his right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter play. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Kaepernick. They'll run the screen with Mack. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Ball carrier.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Adam Vinatieri.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set to kick off.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the extra point.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. First down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Kaepernick going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle. Downfield.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Henry Ruggs. A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and inches.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First down.
Here's Coleman. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Coleman down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Kaepernick now to throw. Steps away to his left. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Stand 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. The left side completion to Jones. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Vikings.
First and 10. Here's Kaepernick. Looking deep for Julio. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Julio Jones once again the intended target. That'll bring up second down. This is Coleman. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. On first down, Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down, Kaepernick throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now they hand off to Coleman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Option play, and Hill will keep it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. To throw, Kaepernick. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. It bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike, check, 59.
From the gun, it's Brady. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ezekiel Ansah, his 2nd sack of the night. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tab.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gostkowski for the point after. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
That will tie the game, 28 all. Gostkowski set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Holding on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Tight dog.
From the 24, Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Jim. Undercrush.
Now it's Hunt. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The point after try for Gostkowski. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Mix the score, Giants 35, Vikings 28. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's third down.
Here's Kaepernick. And Jones has it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Not much there, only a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? the back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And how about this decision? Tie game, fourth quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. They begin the drive with Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Kaepernick going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Brady now on 1st down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll run again with Hunt. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On the run, this is Hunt. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Kareem Hunt saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Good. Makes the score Giants 42, Vikings 35.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First down.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick.
He dumps this off to Mack.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a